you are now chopping it up
with SchMood. With SchMood.
Welcome back. I am your co-host. My name is Josh Moody, and you are now chopping it up with SchMood. It is the handsome one, the dancing one, the prancing one, the chanson one. You gotta say it twice. It's always better when you say it twice.
What's going on? The Shoe here, Chef Shoe, Spurto, Shoe Spurto, however you want to spin it up.
You hear me?
We on set. Let's go.
So my God, first of all, I gotta get my shout outs out the way. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Sweet Speed, she's in the Spilding.
In the Spilding today.
You already know. Shout out to Sweet Thing, the set director holding it down as usual. Shout out to the Steam. You already know what it is, EO. Bro, you already know Shelly P, Auntie P. Nonetheless, we appreciate you all. And first of all, I gotta do a shout out, guys. If you're gonna tune in, and this will drop tomorrow on Monday. But on July the 14th, we are having an Easily Awareness football camp. It is free. Pull up July 14th at 105 Hamilton Avenue. Guys, they will be in the building as well. Pull up, guys. It's going to be a great event. We're going to have food. We're going to have music. We're going to have competition. It should be an amazing event. And once again, guys, it's free. So pull up. Nonetheless, I think I got the shout-outs all out of the way. Guys, as y'all know, Chef Shoe is in the building. This is my Skyzer. My guy pulled up on me from Philly on another trip on his way back from Philly. He stopped in to torch the show, torch the mic one time, pause. No Teddy, bro. You know what I mean? No Teddiness in there. Right. And nonetheless, my good brother comes to drop some great knowledge for you guys.
Try to.
And has some good facts for you guys today. So nonetheless, bro. Last week I spoke about GM Talk Part 1. And I explained to you guys that Part 2 will be discussed with the Chef Shoe, you feel me? With great reasons, okay? His guys, you guys spoke about, and I spoke about my organization and how I built my organization, how I am the GM/coach. I do handle both duties in my organization, and I spoke to you guys about D Rose and how I built. And this is young. I told you guys she was young prime D Rose. You feel me? With great reasons to be young D Rose, down to the athletic ability and all that stuff. I'm not going to get into all that stuff nonetheless. However, I provided one sort of way to build a foundation. Right? And I talked about the philosophies, the principles, right? The founding pillars.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To your organization.
To your organization, right.
So Shoe, as we always rap before we come on the show and we talked about all this cool stuff, right?
Yep.
And nonetheless, you brought up a great point. There's more than one way to be a successful organization.
For sure.
And to win championships.
For sure.
Okay, you want to touch a little bit more about that and tell the people what we're talking about?
And it kind of, compounding what Josh said, I think that SchMood, you heard me, so I'm sorry for calling by government. It's my guy, so I just know him to the score. Right. My thing is, I think that it's a copycat league out here, right? So everybody wants to look at one philosophy, especially if there's a championship pedigree behind that organization, right? And say, that's the way I need to run my organization. But that was a great reminder that, there are, different ways that you can run your organization.
Absolutely.
So for me, yeah, people might look at my organization and say, hey, what are you doing, man? You keep signing dirt to these 1-year contracts. You're signing Dirk to these 2-year player option on the second year. We know that Dirk's going to retire a Maverick, right? What do you Dirk's? Everybody knows that when you come, what is it? It's not an American Airlines. It's
I think it is actually. Is it? It might be.
That might be in Miami. American Airlines.
Nah, you might be right. We're talking about the Dallas.
Regardless,
Arena.
Dallas
Mavericks.
Right, I forget what it is on top. Yeah, right. But whatever it is, that jersey, is going to be hanging in that arena. Right, exactly. Right.
In the Shraft.
But we were also talking, what if you never found that franchise player, right? Dirk brought a championship to Dallas, right?
Be the great Miami Heat team.
Great Miami Heat team. And you look at what that team had. Whole bunch of talent. Nobody expected that team to come out and hang a banner. And that's exactly what they did, right? So that's a championship pedigree with a championship organization, even though they might have called it 5-6 years ago. To me, as long as Dirk's there, they're still capable of winning games.
Absolutely.
And that's next thing you win the next amount of games, and you got an opportunity to play for a championship.
But look, we was talking about building the franchise. You want to talk about a franchise player.
Exactly.
Somebody you want to build
around. So,
guys, this is not going over your head.
Right.
If I have to explain it for you, Dirk Nowitzki equals Sweet Speed. Dirk Nowitzki equals sweet speed. Is it showing over your head?
Nothing but consistency, schnumbers.
Come on.
You know, you should look in the record books and you like, oh,
veteran. You feel me?
Right, exactly.
Been there, done that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Knows the routine.
We'll still shoot over you too. You know what I mean?
Still
got
get to her spot.
You know, Dirk got the shot.
He's gonna go get that shot every time.
Right, exactly.
Listen,
for sure.
Listen, game's on the line.
Right.
You're not going to these other guys. You go to Dirk.
Right. But
the guy that's been there.
Exactly.
But that's if you have.
If you have, right.
That luxury.
Exactly.
Now,
in the case that you don't have it, right?
Okay.
You're in rebuilding mode, as you want to say. And you're trying to say, who do I want to build my franchise around? Who has the capability of being worthy to build the franchise around, right? Just because they're a lottery pick doesn't necessarily mean, you know, they have all the necessary intangibles that are going to translate to the A, right? So when you do...
Very few skills that translate.
Very few skills.
Directly.
Very few skills. It's always interesting to go back 3-4 drafts ago, 5 drafts ago, and see these players that are picked in the lottery, and you're like, mop now, trash juice, you know, whatever it might be, right, exactly. So my thing is, when in doubt, build a team with great depth, right? Straighten the numbers, right? You don't necessarily have to have a guy that's going to go out there and give you 48 minutes a night. It doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't always have to be that way, right? You can come out here and you can grab yourself a Terry Rozier, right? That's going to come off the bench and give you a great 25 minutes. Could possibly win you a game.
So guys, let me translate for you guys. So what he's trying to say is, right, for you guys out there who hasn't found that franchise player worthy enough of signing that long, you know what I'm saying, that
long-term contract,
long-term contract, that one pillar piece, there are ways you can go out there and win championships.
Oh, for sure. Oh,
there's other ways to win championships. So he's saying, for my, you know what I mean, for my pimps and my players out there, you feel me, who got a lot of them stoddies running around them, you know what I mean, the acquaintances, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, whatever your term may be for your shladies, right?
Whatever it is.
Whatever that may be.
Whatever it is. Whatever it is in my trade voice, right?
Whatever works for you. You know what I'm saying? Nonetheless, there's ways that, and the perfect person, Greg Popovich. Guys, you see where I'm going with this? He's actually a GM coach type of guy as well.
Right, exactly.
If you listen to him, that's my type of philosophy. That's my play style as well. So nonetheless, okay, Greg Popovich finds the greatest ways of taking one man's trash, one man's garbage, and finding in that talent that they do supremely well, right? And puts them in situations where they will succeed. Right? So, for example, Danny Green, he's a 3-and-D wing type of player.
Yep, exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
Light-skinned ball, right?
Right.
Guard, multiple positions.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You feel me? Damn near 1 through 4.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Great defender.
Shoot the trade ball,
right.
you know what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
Play dog can handle it if you need it. Just
exactly.
A little, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Has a nice shot, good athleticism,
well, exactly.
good pro. Okay, but you know his abilities, you put him in those situations, and you do well. I'm going to translate for a shrimp, right? And that's a shlady. And for her head is fire.
And I hate
if her head is crazy. You know that streeter
spatter, you heard?
Big facts, bro.
Talking to shit.
Real rap. Now, granted, now.
So if y'all see the sweat,
I'm sorry. This is real shit right here.
It's 100 degrees today.
I'm about to get. I get out of pocket with Shormari. Y'all know my franchise players have to be well-rounded. Okay. Okay.
Name me a centerpiece that hasn't been an overall well-rounded player.
I don't know it.
You don't.
I don't know it. The best in the game right now, LeBron James. Is an all-around basketball player. Does everything on the basketball court very well. Damn near is running the franchise himself.
Can I make a note?
Sure.
I hear franchise players. Are we talking? You only have one franchise player.
Yes, that's our philosophy. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So he was just saying like back. So just to kind of date back to part 1, he was just saying. Remember, part 1 was like, this is what could happen if you have 2 franchise players that are both getting max. And that's a different conversation. Because there are GMs out there who want to try to sign 3 max players and try to play them all at once. They don't realize how difficult that can be. Everybody wants minutes. Everybody wants to get paid. Right. That's so you only have but so much in your salary cap. You know. And then if you're investing all your money in one that falls through and you have no depth.
Preach. Preach.
You got all. Yeah,
but this is real rap. Here's why the Warriors work, right? And it goes by. It goes to ego. It goes to ego.
The ego. Exactly.
You guys know basketball. Klay Thompson is a humble dude.
Yep.
quiet to himself. He doesn't care about the fame. He doesn't care about the limelight.
Nope.
He just wants
to take
to
his 18 to 25 million and keep his mouth shut.
That's a fact. He's still going to get 20 points a game, guys.
For sure.
Think about
Play
this.
great defense.
Plays great,
hit big shots.
Hey, when I need it, my guy's going to come. They're going to call my number. I'm going to come off this screen and I'm going to come ready to shoot.
Ultimate professional to me.
I'm scoring well. So look, if you found a pillar like that, my brother or my sister, because it could be a sister.
Oh yeah, both
ladies
ways.
is pimps too.
Works both ways.
Ladies is pimps too. Go and brush your shoulders off.
I was about to say
Go
that.
and brush your shoulders off. I get it. I get it. Ladies is pimps too. I get it. So I listen. If that's a pillar that you found, the ladies, that's actually feel like that's a lot easier for you. If you guys don't, I don't think you understand how much power you really have.
Yeah, they don't.
But I just think what makes that hard is the separation of the vagina and the penis, and that's what makes the difference. And I mean that literally because if you guys listen to a while back, I broke down. I feel like what is the difference between a man being savage and a woman being savage.
I remember.
And I don't want to go into a whole.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
If you know, you know. But nonetheless, so boom. So now, let's say the Warriors also have Steph Curry. Steph Curry was a two-time MVP.
Two-time MVP.
Two-time MVP. This is a rare case, guys. I don't think this happens often. This is very, very rare. But if you do,
it's damn near something we've never seen before.
I'm telling you. Yeah. Then you got a Draymond Green who plays nothing but defense, plays, you know what I'm trying to say? And sisses the ball
does whatever he needs to do for them to win that game.
For my players, that is your Jones who goes get you Jones.
Yeah, is that right? Yeah, for sure. Right. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's
you feel
that's
me?
a
You're
fact.
You're an assist player, plays defense.
Yeah, right.
But still got your back like, yo, babe, I don't know if you can trust ball over here.
Exactly.
You feel me? Or trust her over
that's
there.
A fact. Big fact.
I'm just saying, like, listen, if you're blessed with that type of strength in numbers, and you still got a Sean Livingston coming up, God bless you.
That's
different.
That's what I'm saying.
You're talking about, now don't even got to say Kevin Durant, but the hard part about that is what I'm trying to say is that happened to work for that specific
organization.
You know what I'm trying to say? And
we've seen that once in history, and that's right now. We've never seen that.
And the point is, somebody has to accept the role eventually.
But with that being said, got a big offseason coming up next year, right? Draymond's going. How's Draymond going to act?
Oh, he already said he's not taking a pay cut. So here's the point. Once again, the correlation to that is eventually, guys, you putting in time, you putting in energy with somebody, and you eventually build a relationship. I don't care if you set rules. I don't care if you guys set a schedule. You don't have to hit me up at this time. You don't have to hit me up at that time.
For sure.
I don't care. And you could have been telling them you love her. I'll do all this for you.
Exactly.
Ladies, you could have been telling that to the man, and then boom, you cut him off.
At the end of the day.
Right.
Draymond sees that Curry's making $40 million a year.
That's a fact. Right. What is he going to do?
What's he going to do? Is he going to sit here and say, okay,
why am I playing in this role?
Right. I could go to another organization and get a supermax.
This is why
I'm a 3-time world champion.
I know my worth.
I know my worth.
Need to sit around and wait on you assholes.
Exactly. I know my worth.
You know?
But at the same time,
go ahead.
Who knows? This is a conversation that Draymond has to have with himself because he can say to the media whatever he wants to say to the media. At the end of the day, Draymond's got to sit down with himself and his family and say, what's really more important? You know, what's really, at this point in my life,
winning?
At this point in my life, winning, being happy, having all the fame, the fortune, breaking NBA records, whatever it might be, and not necessarily getting the big contract from an organization that won't necessarily get you to a championship.
You feel me? Is it hitting there, ladies? Are you guys understanding what we're saying? Did we lose you?
Pretty much. I really thought you were talking about basketball at one point.
Yeah.
So look. So
that means the message was clear.
So look.
Right. Yeah.
So I just want you guys to understand. Like I said, in my opinion, I think it's super hard. Not saying it can't be done. It depends. Your investment, your time and energy into those players, into that philosophy, into that type of system.
It's tough.
You got to be, invested in that type of way.
And can I back up for a second, right? There are some players, and I'm going to take my Philadelphia 76ers, for example, who, will jump in middle of the season, take a $800,000 contract, Ilyasova, right? You play, you get to compete for a championship, you go on a run, you make whatever bonuses you're going to make, and then for that time in his life, that was what he needed to do for himself to get himself to where he needed to be, to where now he gets the 3-year, $21 million contract, gets to go back to Milwaukee, where he has some good years,
where somebody appreciates
where somebody appreciates him. So sometimes it just takes time for you to be with a winning organization to see, realize this is how this is what can ultimately maybe propel me to get to where I might want to be and where I feel like I deserve to be.
Great point. Especially when you're around winning and you're around people who make you better and you do that types of things. So nonetheless, from being around that great experience of being around such a great organization and being around greatness, it would make you want to strive for greatness. Meaning, like 100%. From learning from that experience, you would want to find somebody with those same characteristics or same type of values that you would want to find.
Go find the organization that you feel fits you best.
Hey, sometimes that experience is the best teacher, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? Go into that organization that you played that role, and hey,
you're the guy. You're the one on the billboard. You're the one that's answering the media after. But you know what? Sometimes it takes some players a little later in their career to realize that the money's great, right? Getting paid is great. Everybody wants money, the fame, the fortune, whatever it might be. But
you did that.
You did that. Now I want to win. Now I'm at the point where maybe I can't cram on people like I used to. I'm in my early 30s. My spongies are still spongies compared to the average. But at the same time, I got your Zach LaVines of the world that's just coming in with these super spongies. So it's just it's sometimes you just really got to evaluate what's best for you. You look at Swaggy P's situation. You know what I mean? Like he's been asked to be the guy that's put up 30 every night. He's been put in different situations where he's been asked to be that guy. And now look, he's the happiest guy in the world because he's got the ring. You know what I mean? He got the championship. So it's. I guess it all comes down to what you want as a player and what's best for you.
And that's a fact. Listen, guys, you got to find your role, find your fit, find that organization, find what works for you. And like I said, stick to those principles. And honestly, a lot of the times, it takes some of those first-time jobs, the first-time gigs in which we failed and you got fired from. Maybe after one season.
Right, exactly.
Okay? Maybe you played the interim coach and they let me go. The organization didn't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Listen, sometimes it happens. I told you guys.
It does.
In professional sports, what they do, right? They tell you clean out your locker, turn in your loop.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say? Your loop is important.
Your loop,
for my athletes, you guys know what your loop is. Your loop is when you stuff your socks in.
Right, exactly.
You feel me?
Right.
You tied it up tight.
That's part of a lifeline because without your loop, you always wearing dirty clothing.
You attach your skirt over.
Right, you get necessities.
You feel me? Whatever you need to get through your everyday vigors of a sport. Nonetheless, bro, that's all super important. But nonetheless, guys, like I said, there's more than one way to win a championship.
Definitely
we just happen to be looking at two fellows who prefer to build around a franchise piece.
Yeah,
and it's working well for us. As of right now, we're running conference championships. We're working on winning that first NBA title, and we will do them. Once that accomplished, I just feel like we would be.
Yeah, I mean,
competing for titles. That's
exactly right. That's exactly
that. You know what I'm saying? That speeder.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah, it makes the spatter that way, right? But I just think it's just like SchMood said. Stop calling my man by his government. It's just like SchMood said. I think that it's 1,000 ways to skin a cat, right? So it's you can
that's Bull favorite. Bull been saying that for mad long. For everything he did since college, he's been saying that.
You can always do it a different way. If something's been done, you can do it a different way.
Shoe the type of. I'm gonna tell you a quick story about Shoe. Shoe the type of bull. It's finals week, right? Real quick. It's finals week. This ain't even my story, but I know this is just a Shormari story. Really quick. They had to hand in a final paper probably due at like midnight the day before, maybe even 2 days before. No one's Shoe.
Yeah, we need to ask Unc know the story.
Unc know the story. This is Unc. Unc had his paper ready, okay? But Unc's a good friend like he always is. He likes to take care of people. We call him Unc, mommy, right? So he helps Shoe out, helps him get his paper done to some sort of extent. Nonetheless, he waited to hand in his paper because he wanted to hand it in the same time as Shoe did, right? Nonetheless, the professor told them, I am leaving to go home for summer. Okay, this is the last time to hand in his final. He's supposed to be there probably 12 that day. He probably caught him 4 o'clock in the parking lot, about to go home. Guys, he's getting in his car ready to go home. But that Shoe, he got it done. You know what the line
punched
was
it in the goal line, but when by the time the clock said 0, I made sure that our team was up. We win the game. That's all that matters.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
More than one way to skin a cat.
Always.
That's Shormari Watts, bro. Tell the people your goodbye before we end this, bro.
Appreciate everything always. I'm definitely going to be back. We're going to try to make this a regular thing. You know what I mean? The kitchen is always better. Appreciate SchMood. Appreciate Baby Steve coming through. Always appreciate Shry.
Feel me? My God, we appreciate you. Listen, it's Chopping Up with SchMood. We're going to holler at you. On yourselves.
And you are now chopping it up. Chopping it up. Chopping it up with SchMood. With SchMood.